That's right, the Cybertruck just got officially banned. And here's why the world is freaking out. Banned in the UK, blocked in Australia, and under fire in the US, Tesla's boldest launch is now its biggest crisis. This truck was supposed to break records, not laws, and the fallout, it's just beginning. Here's what you're not hearing anywhere else. Elon Musk promised the Cybertruck would be the future of driving. Sleek, tough, and virtually indestructible.
Cybertruck has lowest probability of injury and the lowest probability of rollover in any pickup truck on the market.
A stainless steel beast built to shatter expectations and crash through convention. But just as Tesla's most radical creation was set to storm the streets, that promise is falling apart. The Cybertruck is now being banned, impounded, and rejected in markets from the US to Australia, all due to serious safety concerns. It all started with a recall, one that should have been routine until it wasn't.
And in business, Tesla, whose stock has already been in freefall, is now undergoing its biggest recall ever.
What began as a bold promise is quickly turning into a billion-dollar cautionary tale. Just when the company's most hyped vehicle was ready to disrupt the market, it's now facing bans across the globe. For a vehicle that was supposed to change everything, it's starting to look like a designer disaster too dangerous for the streets. The tipping point came when reports started rolling in about a critical failure, an exterior panel detaching at high speeds. That's right, the roof trim, a crucial part of the truck's structure, was peeling off mid-drive. And not just a cosmetic panel, this is a functional body piece, one that shapes the roof line and influences aerodynamics. What caused it? Glue. That's not a joke. Tesla had attached this critical piece with adhesive. No bolts, no brackets, just glue. And it wasn't holding. Imagine doing 70 on the freeway and a strip of stainless steel starts flapping loose ahead of you. One sharp gust, and it becomes a hazard flying straight toward your windshield. That alone should be enough to rattle anyone. But it doesn't stop there. This issue has triggered global concern, because if something as basic and visible as the trim can fail this badly, what does that say about the rest of the build? What other shortcuts might be hiding just beneath that angular surface? The panels were supposed to be bullet-resistant and withstand temperatures of up to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Our cold-rolled stainless steel alloy that we've developed. We're going to be using the same alloy in the Starship rocket and in the Cybertruck.
Instead, they're coming off in the wind. Tesla, long known for pushing the boundaries of design, now finds its boldest project colliding with decades of proven safety regulations. And the recall isn't just about one problem. It's forcing countries to reevaluate the entire vehicle. The truck that was once the crown jewel of Tesla's future is now surrounded by questions, and not the good kind. And now it's not just about glued panels. This has become a referendum on Cybertruck's entire existence. Around the world, regulators are pushing back hard. In the United Kingdom, where narrow roads and strict safety laws dominate, the Cybertruck's design is simply too aggressive. The sharp steel edges violate UK pedestrian safety rules, which require exterior corners to be rounded to at least 3.2 millimeters. Tesla's razor-flat surfaces don't even stand a chance. The vehicle's also so wide and heavy that British drivers need a special commercial C1 license just to legally operate it. One report from Manchester confirmed that a Cybertruck was impounded for being on public roads without proper certification.
I've produced all documents, everything. Police was happy. He said, if that was a G-Wagon, you can drive that now. But this is a Cybertruck. We believe it's a danger car to be on the road.
And it doesn't end there. Across the Irish Sea, the situation is equally problematic. Ireland's compact towns and winding country roads were never designed to accommodate a vehicle this large. The Cybertruck's weight, which exceeds 7,000 pounds, puts it over the standard 3.5-ton licensing limit for private drivers. That means owners would need special permits, and in some areas, the truck can't even legally be parked. Add in the danger posed to pedestrians by the truck's rigid steel exoskeleton, and local officials are starting to view it as more threat than innovation. The vehicle that was supposed to represent adventure now looks more like a logistical and legal nightmare. Then there's Australia, where things get even more complicated. The first issue is right-hand drive. The Cybertruck, designed in the US, is strictly left-hand drive, making it illegal to operate on public roads in a country that drives on the opposite side. For Tesla to fix that, they'd have to retool their entire production line in Texas, an expensive and time-consuming change. Then there's the wildlife factor. Australia's outback is home to some of the most dangerous animals in the world, and the Cybertruck's unyielding shell is a real problem. In a collision, it doesn't absorb force, it transfers it. That means if the truck hits a kangaroo, the animal can become a deadly projectile, endangering others. Add in the lack of EV charging infrastructure across rural areas, the Cybertruck quickly turns into an unreliable and possibly stranded machine. Even China, where Tesla once thrived, is now off the map. While the truck hasn't been officially banned, Tesla's sudden decision to withdraw its certification application sent a clear message. The vehicle likely couldn't meet the country's strict pedestrian safety rules, emission standards, and energy consumption metrics. China has already been critical of Tesla in the past, following multiple high-profile battery fires and brake failure incidents. The company's reputation there is shaky at best, and with the Cybertruck offering none of the compact efficiency Chinese regulators favor, it's safe to say this vehicle won't be making it to Shanghai streets anytime soon. Back in the US, the picture isn't much better. Owners are finding themselves targets of backlash. Several owners have reported having their trucks keyed, egged, or spray painted. Some drivers even say they've been harassed on the road.
It's purple, so it grabs a lot of attention, and so I think twice about places I need to go to and make sure that I really need to go.
The Cybertruck, once a badge of bold design, is becoming a rolling symbol of tech arrogance and, in some cases, political division.
Yeah, and I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and who's coordinating it, because this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
Inside online forums, it's even worse. Cybertruck owners are using burner accounts to avoid being attacked. Conversations about features, updates, and fixes are now buried under layers of controversy. People just don't want to talk about how the truck performs. They want to talk about what it says about the person behind the wheel. That's not how it was supposed to go. And then there's the money. The financial fallout for Tesla is staggering. The company's stock is down 42% this year, with over $300 billion in lost market value.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty.
That's not a dip, that's a collapse. The panel recall alone is expected to cost the company hundreds of millions, possibly topping the billion-dollar mark once repairs, service campaigns, and redesigns are fully rolled out. Add in the loss of international markets and shrinking investor confidence, and suddenly, the Cybertruck starts to look like a financial anchor dragging Tesla into deeper trouble. Ford and Rivian, meanwhile, are quietly winning the electric truck race. Insurance is another brewing crisis. Cybertruck repairs are expensive, and service is limited to Tesla's own centers. Parts are proprietary, labor is specialized, and all that leads to skyrocketing premiums. Insurers are already raising rates, not just because of cost, but because of risk. A vehicle that might be banned, recalled, or vandalized carries more risk than a normal truck, and you can bet those numbers will show up in your monthly payments. And if you're thinking resale will make up for it, think again. Vehicles that suffer major recalls early in their life lose value fast, especially when newer fixed models hit the market. If Tesla redesigns the Cybertruck to solve these problems, the first version becomes the test run nobody wants to buy. The Cybertruck was meant to be the future, but now it's a global controversy, a recall headache, and a public image problem all rolled into one sharp-edged, heavy-duty package. What do you think? Is the Cybertruck still worth the hype, or is it time Tesla cut its losses? Drop your take in the comments and subscribe for more grounded, Gearhead-approved coverage on recalls, road safety, and real-world car news.